Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chase, and today we will continue the guide for the pets with probably my favorite of them, the mighty yak. So let's get right into it. Being the third pet unlocked in the pet house, the yak is the tankiest of the bunch with 5,500 health, and it does 96 damage per second at max level. The yak's ability allows him to do 20 times more damage to walls, even though they're not his primary target. He prioritizes any buildings within 7 tiles of the assigned hero, and if the hero dies, the yak will just target the nearest building. Also, when the assigned hero dies, the yak will become raged up for 8 seconds, exactly like super barbarians. So let's take a look at how he pairs with each of the heroes. The yak pairs very well with the king to help him push around the outside of a base and keep the main force on the inside. To counter the king funnel, some defenders will have a Tesla farm with skeleton traps in his way to slow him down and even stop him right in his tracks. The yak is really good in this instance because it does a little bit of splash damage with its head charge, which can wipe out all of the skellies in one blow, and then the king can keep on moving. This also makes the king yak combo super strong for a Sui on the town hall, which can be used in almost any strategy. Most defenders are putting their skelly traps around the town hall to stall up troops since the Giga Inferno and the town hall poison are so powerful. If you can take it out with just your king and the yak, it's a really good trade-off. With the yak on the queen, you can do a ton of damage to a base. The yak's health gives the queen her own personal tank, and the extra damage to walls can get the queen deep into the base to get some high-value buildings like Scatters or the Eagle. You can use the yak-queen combo in queen charges, essentially giving her a free wall breaker and an initial tank so you can hold onto the healers and place them away from air defenses. It can be pretty easy to get the yak to go for walls since it prioritizes buildings within 7 tiles from the assigned hero. Just make a good funnel for your queen, and the yak will shoot right through the walls when the queen steps up to the side of the base. You do have to be careful of the yak taking out a building in front of the queen or opening a wall that would make your queen alter her course away from where you intended her to go. However, if you create a good enough funnel, this shouldn't be a problem. A lot of people also like to use the yak and queen in Sui hero dives, since the yak will go out in front and tank with the king, while the queen stays back. Even if the king ventures off, the queen will still have a tanky unit in front of her. You almost never see the yak paired with the warden. The only instance would be in a smash attack where it can bust through the inner walls, but that can be a bit unpredictable, so I'd recommend using it elsewhere. It's a similar scenario for the yak and the RC. They don't really pair very well because the RC jumps over walls anyway, so the yak will get hung up on the outside and won't be able to tank. To summarize, the yak is almost exclusively used on the king or queen, but it provides so much value to whichever one you choose. The yak and the unicorn are interchangeable on the king in dragon attacks, inferno babies, E-drags, hybrid, smash, and Lalo attacks. For Lalo, use the yak if your king is taking down the town hall or going into a place where you expect skelly traps to pop up. Then I'd say use the yak and the queen in Sui Lalo when you want the queen to go in a separate direction than the king. That way she has her own personal tank, and she'll last much longer than if you had the unicorn on her. This combo works well in any of the dragon attacks and any Lalo attacks. Also, using the yak as a wall breaker in queen charges can be tough and risky, but if you have a good sense of funneling, then you can make it work out very well. And that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned a lot. Stay tuned for guides on the rest of the pets as well as the best Town Hall 14 strategies as the meta starts to take shape. Now go crush some bases.